We have not gotten to talk at all.
That's why I told you.
Look at you.
Stir up.
And you stirred it, you know?
Hey.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you don't know this beat, it's your girl KylerB coming at you with a new video. So today let's talk about Love Island USA Season 5 Episode 14. And let's get right into this video because it's a bit of a, had a little bit of parts into this episode. If you know, you know. Obviously these bombshells came into the villa and it seems like they're going to shake things up. Jonah, Kenzo, and Emily. Emily just got done talking to Marco. So then we see Kenzo pull Destiny for a chat. He talks to her. He basically asks her about her and Harrison. Basically, Destiny says that, her and Harrison are still, open to getting to know each other, know other people. I mean, what's going on with her and Harrison is pretty good, but, they're still open. He called her beautiful. He liked her vibe. He actually had a really good conversation and stuff like that with her. So, I don't know, Kenzo might be an option. It might be an option. We see Destiny basically talk to Anna and basically tell Anna that before. Anna basically told Leonardo that she felt disrespected for the first time about her, him and Cassie getting to know each other and like whatever. Destiny basically said that they kissed just before she showed up. So she felt some type of way. So she pop over to Cassie and Leonardo, pulls Cassie for over chat, basically says like, I gave you my blessing and like now I feel like a fool because now before I even gave you my blessing, you were kissing him and you didn't even told me that in your chat. So Cassie was like, so, like who told you? Who told you? Because I thought this was just between me and Leonardo, like, me and Leo, we just kissed, like, who told you this, who told you this? So she was hung up on, like, who said something, because she was like, we're cool, we squashed this, we're, like, cool. So, like, who would go out of their way? But Anna was basically saying Leonardo was telling everybody about the kiss, or he was going around talking about it. So Cassie was, like, made to feel like, oh, Leonardo was, like, chatting about the kiss to everybody in the villa, which wasn't the case. He just basically told Destiny, and I guess maybe Destiny saw the kiss, whatever. So Destiny felt the need that she needed to tell Anna just so that she's like silly, so she was like foolish. But I was like, at the end of the day, if the whole relationship is dead between her and Leonardo, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, she did pull Cassie for a chat because she was just like, maybe you should have said something while we were having a chat and whatnot. But I'm just like, her saying give blessing. At the end of the day, Cassie just took her man back who she originally had from you, who took her man from under her. Okay, she just basically reverse Uno you. Okay, now I would agree that the way that I might go about it is very wrong. But then again, you have to also say that you're in here for yourself. You're in here to get to know people. I mean, look at Emily, for instance. You know what I'm saying? Emily's doing what she's doing. I think Cassie would have a better leg to stand on if she didn't go after Keenan. If this was her first offense and basically taking Leonardo back, from Anna, maybe we could, people would see her point of view, or maybe even the people in the villa would be on her side. But the fact that how she went about the whole Keenan situation and never, initially pulled KK for a chat when she was talking to Keenan and getting to know Keenan or whatever she was doing with Keenan, even though it felt very one-sided, she would have, if she didn't do all that and she was just getting back with Leonardo, it would have been better for her side. But she looks really messy. People don't really mess with Cassie like that because they think she's very messy. Now she goes about, doing things in the villa that are very messy. So it is what it is. Anyways, after the whole situation, before they go to bed, Destiny did own up to Cassie and basically said, like, you know, I was the one who told Anna. So Cassie was just like, why are you when she was talking to Leonardo, she was like, why are you getting into my business? Like, why you just leave things alone? Like, why can't you just leave things alone? You know, if it's not, doesn't involve you. And I can understand that, like, if it didn't involve you or anything like that. But then I guess Anna's Destiny's girl. I don't know, because I feel like Anna's an op. That's just me. I just feel like Anna's an op. But I mean, in the villa, Anna's Destiny's girl, or, you know, a girl's girl. So most of the girls are backing her. So I guess that's the reason why Destiny told her, because I guess she's just looking out for a friend. But, you know, Leonardo decided to sleep outside on the daybed, and then I guess Cassie felt like she had some tension in the bedroom. So she decided to join Leonardo outside on the daybed. And, you know, they asked Carmen, like, is it okay? And Carmen was like, oh, go for it. Just own up. Just own what you're doing. And she basically, like, agreed for them to sleep outside on the daybed. So everybody's asleep. They wake up in the morning. I guess Anna was kind of, you know, didn't know that Leonardo was sleeping outside, because I guess they never had that chat. And then she actually saw both Cassie and Leonardo still sleeping outside when they woke up in the morning. Once again, at the end of the day, you know, Anna's like, I don't really want to be Cassie's friend. So I don't really know how it is, but it once again is back to square one. I think Cassie's just like, you know, she's finally getting to be within the girls and being cool for all the girls. And then I guess Destiny, in a way, ruined it for her, because now she's back at square one and having this tension with Anna. So it is what it is. It is what it is. Now the next half of the episode goes to this whole Keenan and KK and then Emily situation. So Emily pulls Keenan for a chat. They have a chat. They were talking, laughing, whatever. So KK felt some type of way, because it was like they just had a hideaway. Like, everything should be going good for them, because obviously, if you know the events that happened in that hideaway, they should feel very secure in their relationship. There shouldn't be any need for them to explore anything else. Which I feel like, here's the thing. I feel like they shouldn't have done anything in that hideaway if it was going to result in not being closed off, or, you know, for the time being in the villa. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're going to do that in the hideaway, do this home run situation and not be closed off, still open, as you say, open, which I feel like that's dumb on your part to both agree. You know what I'm saying? Like, so Keenan's talking to Emily, Kiki Kakaha, word to KK. And then next thing you know, she felt some type of way, you know, after the conversation. I guess he reiterates to KK that he's like feeling Emily, you know, it's better conversations than he had with Cassie. So that basically lets him know. And he actually was entertaining Cassie at that point. So if it's even better than Cassie's conversations, then that shows that he's actually interested in his Emily girl. So KK is feeling some type of way. She's just like very annoyed with Keenan at this point. Next thing you know, Emily gets a text that, you know, Jonah, Kenzo, and her are going on dates. They have to all each pick 2 people to go on dates. Emily picked Marco. Kenzo picked Carmen, like, surprise, surprise. And then Jonah picked Hannah. So they had their dates. You know, obviously, it seems like Kenzo's basically focusing on Carmen, but obviously he wants to keep his cards close. Like, he don't want to let it be known that he's interested in other people. But it's very much interest. Like, he's definitely, like, Carmen's high on his roster. Emily, she talks to Marco. Obviously, that was one of the first people she talked to in the villa. She took him on a date. You know, they had a conversation. Then it seems like Jonah and Hannah have a lot in common with, you know, his background and her background. So they had their date. Next thing you know, they get to their second date. So Kenzo decided to take Anna on that second date. Emily decided to take Harrison on that second date. And Jonah decided to take Destiny on that second date. The funny thing is that the Islanders were watching while these dates were going on. Like, they were literally, like, watching, looking on, like, being quiet so they can try to hear what was being said. It was kind of funny because they were joking about how what's Harrison talking about? Like, he's talking about, like they were saying, like, how Harrison is boring, and they were joking about it. So I'm like, Harrison's the boring one in this whole situation, if you really think about it, because he basically called himself a very serious person. And I feel like that's why him and Destiny really match, because they're, like, the most mature people in that villa. He's 26, she's 27. So we get to Destiny and Jonah's date, and it seems like it's going very well. It's very giddy, you know, animated, like, they're having a good time, whatever. You know, he's definitely interested in Destiny. He wanted to take her on this date. She was very surprised. He said he liked Tabasco.
And Harrison.
Yeah, I'm glad you asked that. Me and Harrison have an understanding that we're open. He is the newest addition here.
Well, he's not the newest addition, baby.
I know that's right. I love how you check that. I understand. I like the man that you're not something
I can tell you got spice, but I can answer your spice with spice.
Oh, you can. You can handle this spice.
I can handle spice.
You like spice?
I like Tabasco, Tapatio, put it on me.
Or whatever, he got his spice to match her spice. Okay, like, all right, interesting. You know, he, like, list off what he likes in the girl, and, you know, Destiny said, like, I check all those boxes. So that day was actually really interesting to see. You see all the Islanders, basically, you see Marco, for one, peering his head over, leaning over, trying to see what's going on with Destiny. Like, let me say, I've been, like, even though it's, like, a mute point at this point, but, you know, he's still trying to be in her business. He's still trying to be in Destiny's business. Okay. So, obviously, at the end of the day, Destiny and Harrison compare notes and basically talk about, like, what's going on in their dates.
She's also far. I like what I see, though.
Okay, so you're interested.
She's nice.
So you're interested.
I would say so. I'm not gonna
I don't expect you. That's why we're having this conversation.
Exactly.
Okay. So, would you say it's worth breaking our couple for?
I'm not gonna say that. Not at all. It's been what, 2 hours. The minute I do think that, if I'll let you know, because I feel like, again, communication is part of our base.
So she just basically said Jonah's like a nice guy. He's like a really nice guy. Blah blah blah. You know, try to, you know, keep it, you know, simple and short. You know, I don't think she was like gonna, you know, jump on him, you know, or anything. But she was just basically saying, like, it was a really nice time. So Harrison, you know, he talked about his day. He just says, like, you know, I guess he's feeling Emily or something like that. He's interested, like, you know, trying to be honest, as he said. So then, you know, Destiny's like, oh, so is it worth, like, breaking up our couple for? And he's like, I'm not saying that. No. He's like, our communication is what we built our relationship on, for one. That's like our base of a relationship. So he's like, if it ever comes to that, like, I'll let you know. Like, I just know her for like 2 hours. Like, a 2-hour thing is not gonna, like, break up a relationship. But I don't think he really wants to jump ship on Destiny. Like, as all this talks that he talking, I don't think he's gonna jump ship. And and the thing about Destiny said she got options. She wasn't checking for Harrison on that date with Jonah, okay? She was engaged. She was having her time, okay? She not looking for Harrison at every corner. You know what I'm saying? She's not. She's not looking for Harrison at every corner. So she said she got options. Like, you hot commodity, she won too, okay? She is one too. So with that being said, I don't think Harrison is done with Destiny or whatever nature he's trying to put out there. You know, I don't think he is. I think he just want to, like, you know, test the waters out. But with this recoupling, that's going to happen, because obviously we know they left it off on a cliffhanger, which is like, be for real, Love Island USA, be for real. They left it off on a cliffhanger, And basically, we don't know who recouples, but we do see a little preview for tomorrow night. And we see Hannah get emotional, KK get emotional. And that's basically what we're working with. We're working with that. So either Emily picks Marco or she picks Keenan. And the thing about it is Keenan needs to go in the basura. He needs to go in the trash. He needs to go in the bin. He needs to go in the basura. Okay? Because how are you going to tell Emily that the hideaway didn't change anything or didn't do anything for him? What do you mean the hideaway didn't do anything for him? Like, do you know how disrespectful that is? Do you know how disrespectful that is? To say to Emily, he telling Emily, like, wow, you never pick me on that one of those dates. Like, you had 2 dates and you didn't pick me. Like, and he was like, I thought you were going to pick me on that date. And, you know, KK was like, not KK. He made KK cry again. And Emily was like, you know, the reason I didn't pick you, like, we had one of the best conversations, and I guess the reason I didn't pick you, I think, was because of KK, or because you had a hideaway, and that's what he said about, you know, the hideaway didn't do anything for him. So, I mean, to be honest, I feel like she's really feeling Marco more than she's feeling Keenan. I mean, I feel like he might get humbled and not get picked at her coupling, but we'll see. I mean, it's just like, he's really trying to test the options or test whatever. And I'm like, you got KK right there. Like, I don't know. It's very messy, very kind of disrespectful. Because after a hideaway of that type of nature, you know, that type of situation that you had in that hideaway, this is what you want to do? You want to get to know other people the day after a hideaway? I feel like Destiny is probably going to get picked by Jonah. I mean, unless Jonah picks Hannah, but it's really, I feel like he's more pulling towards Destiny than Hannah, but who knows? And then I feel like Kenzo's definitely picking Carmen. Now, if Destiny does get picked, I feel like Harrison's going to feel some type of way, and I feel like Harrison's obviously going to be left with picking Anna. At the end of the day, if Destiny gets picked by Jonah, he's going to end up having to pick, or Anna's going to end up having to pick Harrison at the end of the day. I do not think Emily is picking Harrison at the recoupling. I feel like her top two options are either Keenan and Marco. That's it. So Harrison, I don't think she's feeling so high on her roster. I was like, no. But anyway, guys, this was episode 14 of Love Island USA. We have an episode tomorrow, no episode Wednesday, and then we're going to meet back here again Thursday. So anyway, guys, if you like the video, comment down below and let me know your thoughts, comments, concerns. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, subscribe. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this video. Peace.